let's recreate the iconic Mean Girls makeup. Today's makeup is going to be inspired by Regina George herself, and I'm so excited to see how this turns out, so let's get into it. Base makeup looks pretty simple. She doesn't look overly bronzed or anything, so we're just going to use some concealer, some powder, and some blush. For some reason, I don't view her as like a huge foundation girl. I feel like she would only use like the tiniest bit of concealer and just call it a day. So that's what we're doing. We're just putting a little bit under my eyes and between my brows just to brighten up my face a little. And I'm going ahead and powdering under my eyes. Our girl does seem to love her some blush. We're going in with Rare Beauty in the shade Happy, and she just keeps it on the apple of her cheek, like right here. Now for eyes, we're going for something similar to the pinky eyeshadow look in this photo. I'm gonna start with this really light pink shade and put that all over my lid. I think I'm gonna also use a tiny bit of this shade from my Dior face palette and just sweep that over my lids as well to add a little more pink. Then using a darker brown shadow, I'm gonna kind of create a V shape on my outer part of my eye, and I'm just blending that into my crease. Then we're just using a white shadow in my inner corner. For eyeliner, she does this like really cool smudgy eyeliner that comes a little bit under her eyes as well. I'm going to start with a liquid line just over my eyelid. Then I'm just going to dip into a black eyeshadow and kind of attempt that smudgy wing that she does. I've never really done something like this, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I think that's it. I don't know. Popping a little bit of white liner here. I don't know if I'm gonna love or hate this, but we'll see. Just doing some quick top mascara, and then we'll move on to lips. Now for lips, she seems to love a glossy nude, so we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's kind of become a habit of mine to overline my lips, but we do not want to overline for this look. And on top of that, I'm using my Refined Gloss in the shade Fawn. And with that, we've officially finished our Regina George inspired makeup look. What do we think? I feel like the bright white eyelids are very early 2000s, but I'm obsessed. Here's a closer up view. Let me know your thoughts.